I did not go to the University of Kentucky. Was my sister's shirt, and I convinced her into giving it. Well, I convinced her to give it to me. I can't talk today either, apparently. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I've really found helpful from Maddie. Madison Gray is her YouTube channel, and that is this idea of getting your life back. There's a really good book that I'm listening to right now called Get Your Life Back. I think it's John Eldredge. I'm not sure. I'll try and link it down below, but it's really good. I'm listening to it actually on Hoopla. I'm listening to the audiobook. So today I thought I would share the 5 things that I think would help you get your life back. So the first one is to get out of debt. My husband and I paid off $20,000 in 11 months back in 2021 because we were getting out of the military. And we have now saved up 3 months worth of expenses, and just the financial piece, getting on a budget, cutting up your credit cards. I know that's controversial, but we are Dave Ramsey fans, and I'm still waiting for my credit score to be undeterminable. There's just something so freeing about having one debit card, one account, which we have a savings account, but one primary account, one debit card. It makes budgeting so much easier. We use Every Dollar. We use Dave Ramsey's app. We use the free version, but there is just something so freeing about financial peace. Most people use their credit cards for an emergency, and we don't even need that. We have an emergency fund. For the first time in my life, I have money in savings for when things go wrong. And Dave always says that when you have an emergency fund, you pretty much stop having emergencies. And that's what I found to be true. Follow the baby steps. The baby steps work. I know there's a lot of Dave haters out there, but ooh, that sun, it is. I'm sitting right in front of a window. Emergency fund, financial peace, the baby steps. Can't recommend it enough. I know there's a bunch of Dave haters out there. Not on this YouTube channel. We are not Dave haters over here. That sun is really, really bright. Number 2, toss half your crap. This helped me so much, especially after my first daughter was born. She's going to be 8 this year. I was so overwhelmed. I was so stressed. I had a new baby, an apartment full of crap. Books, full of clothing, a kitchen that was so packed you couldn't see the countertops. It was already a small kitchen anyways. I just had stuff everywhere. We had too many clothes. We actually had a filing cabinet. It was 2 drawers. We actually broke the handle off of this filing cabinet because it was so packed full of papers that it completely just sheared off this handle. So just toss it. You don't need all the books. You don't need all those documents. We have smartphones, we have scanners, we have cloud storage now. You don't need all of that paperwork. You don't need all of those books that you're never going to read. You don't need all of those clothes in your closet that you're probably never going to wear. We use 20% of our stuff 80% of the time. So if you're already using your favorite things, which I think this is a quote from the LA Minimalist on Instagram, so if you follow her, then you'll have heard this before. We're already using our favorite things. So you already know what your favorite things are. So if you're not using it, you can use the minimalist's rule of, have I used this in the last 90 days? Am I going to use this in the next 90 days? And if the answer is no, toss it, donate it. Sometimes you can sell it, but I usually don't even fool with selling things. The only time I really messed around with selling things was when we moved across the country because we were selling like big furniture items. But toss your stuff. That stuff just weighs you down. You don't need it. It stresses you out. Let it go. Be free. Number 3, say no to an overworked life, an overworked calendar. Say no to things. Delete half the stuff on your calendar. This culture, we just feel like we have to be busy all the time to be productive. And we don't. You don't have to say yes to everything. In fact, I say no to most things unless it's something that I really, really, really want to do. So just say no to being busy. Take some time for yourself. Take some time to sit in quiet. A lot of us don't even know how to sit in quiet. I was watching an interview that Dave Ramsey did with a church pastor up in Minnesota, I believe. And he was talking about how he goes on a walk every day, and he used to listen to podcasts or music or whatever, and now he just walks in silence. Like, just add some space, add some silence into your day, and just say no. You don't have to, you're not obligated to say yes to everything. Take some of the stuff off your calendar, maybe 50%. Number 4, delete your social media. At a minimum, delete it off your phone. We spend way too much time on social media. It doesn't make us happier. It's killing us. It's killing our culture. It's killing our attention spans. And I just don't think it's good, especially for the dopamine hits. We just become addicted and we just don't need it. And there's just a lot of negativity on social media, let's be honest. So delete the social media, at least off your phone. I have a rule. My husband does this too. We don't have social media. We don't have the apps. Sometimes I will check social media on the web browser because it's way less addicting on a web browser. And my husband actually doesn't check Facebook. I don't have a Facebook. My husband has a Facebook. He doesn't check it on the app. He only checks it on his laptop because he doesn't carry his laptop everywhere. And he said that it's not nearly as fun to scroll when he's on his laptop. So he spends a couple of minutes checking the notifications, checking Facebook, and then he's done. And his screen time went down like by 50%. Just by that one thing went down 50%. It's insane. Delete social media. Maybe just delete it altogether. I've thought about it. I have one social media account. I've considered deleting it. I only keep it around for a couple of things, and I'm thinking about getting rid of it and having no social media. Do an experiment for a year. Madison Gray also did that. I quote like the same people. Madison Gray, the minimalists. So I really like Joshua Becker too. And the LA Minimalist on Instagram. Favorite people right there. And the last one is to practice slow living. Again, Madison Gray. She has so many videos on this and I love them. Dumbing down your smartphone. I'm working on this. I've really tried. I'm really trying to cut it down to make my phone dumb. So I think her recommendations are dumb down your smartphone, more time in nature, financial peace. Those 3 things right there. Also, cooking at home, not going out to eat. The fast food restaurants where we live, I feel like they're always wrapped around the building. It's insane. Eat at home. Learn how to cook. Reading a book. Stretching. I've actually taken up stretching lately. I have lower back issues. And just taking 20 minutes, and I stretch in silence. I don't follow any videos. I just stretch in silence. And it is so nice. Just working on slowing down, slowing my mind, slowing my activities when I'm doing something, trying not to rush through it so I can get to the next thing, just slowing down and enjoying the moment. I'm just trying to slow down and enjoy the stage of life. I feel like everybody's always waiting for that next thing. They're waiting for the next promotion. They're waiting for the next car. They're waiting for when their kids are at this stage, or when their kids are at this stage, or when their kids are grown. Once they get to that, once they attain that goal, then it's always something else. Like there's never a finish line. And so just, what's the quote? Bloom where you're planted. I think that's the quote. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to look it up. But bloom where you're planted. Just be happy where you are in this season of life and enjoy it. So there you have it. There's my 5 tips to getting your life back. I'll try and link some things down below. I'm not always good with it, but there you go. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you in the next video.